This is a movie that has a story behind it that makes the image of the river here hopefully a little more meaningful. Beyond the trees is an Arctic river born of tundra. I'm going to try to make my way down to this river because there's something in the river that has a story behind it. And that story explains the dynamics behind a story I published called The Convergence. Convergence is where a river like this one flows on and meets another river. Here the sunshine is seen beautifully reflecting in the waters, and the shoreline is just before my feet here. And I want to be sure that as I make my way down here, that I don't fall in. So here is the Chena River, a river in the Arctic. And as you can see a little more closely here as I look at the water, you can see some of the rocks and some of the plants that are able to survive in the water. The water, if we get a real close look here, it's about, this water is about 8 inches deep. Out here it's closer to a foot. And the water, as you can see, it looks a little kind of tan colored. So as I look up the river, you can see the sky reflected in it. And there is the main bridge that takes all traffic from Canada and the lower part of Alaska. North of this, on the left-hand side of the bridge, all traffic is taken up to north points in Alaska, the North Slope, the Yukon River across that bridge. As you can see, the water looks very peaceful, but there is something that I wanted to show you, because even though this river is peaceful and it's a very popular place for kayaking, there is something that is another bridge here that I'm very close to. And you can see the support systems across the holding the traffic up that passes over this bridge. This is the central bridge in town. It carries traffic basically from the center of town into the shopping area. But if you look close, you can see there's two supports, and at this one you can see it's not clear. In front of it is a pile of lumber. You can see it sticking out left and right as these dark extensions of wood. It's composed of a pile of trees. This extension on the left side of this bridge support is about 70 feet wide and about 6 feet high. It's made of trees. That may be no surprise for some, but I can show you these are some of the trees that make up this pile of wood. As you can see, they're not small. These are good-sized logs. And many people say, so what? I'll put my hand down here, give you an idea a little bit about how big these things are. They're just regular tree size chunks of wood. Now, the reason I'm showing these things is these trees got here. You know, they weren't put here by people. These trees got here naturally by the river, which means that in this seemingly peaceful, sunny